Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol DRYS. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like a few weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past 2 days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I've been doing this analysis on a very routine basis, so want to keep the chart updated here as the downtrend continues. As I talked about in yesterday's video, this big gap up here wasn't really a gap up. It was just a change in the share structure. So it's not like anything good happened. So essentially, this downtrend here is just a continuation of what has already been going on. The only difference, of course, being because of the share structure change, the prices are higher. But it's just a continuation from a different perspective, due to the, like I said, the reverse split, as it's called, as the official share structure change. So want to first do some house cleaning things and just get rid of these lines here. Yes, they still pertain to the chart, but in the spirit of not wanting a million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, just want to try to keep this as straightforward as possible. So the first update, though, that needs to be made and has played out perfectly is right here at the $5.20 mark. And this comes from a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. And that's exactly what happened here. You can see the level was indeed broken. So this is where you'd expect it to convert from support to resistance. And sure enough, surprise, surprise, right up there on the bounce, that's where the price temporarily got above it, but that didn't last very long. And then, the price snapped back below it and, back down she went. So, definitely now in the shorter term, $5.20 is that key level of resistance. If you want to make a little resistance zone, you could do that too. So $5.20, the beginning of the zone, and then the top of the zone up there at about $5.60. In regards to levels of support, as it stands right now, the bleeding finally stopped today, but the bears are certainly knocking right on the door of this support, and that's right here at $4.45, we'll call it. Like I said, this morning, bulls did do a good job of providing support right there, but with the afternoon and the price pullback, you can see again, bears sitting essentially right at that level. Would it be shocking at all to see the price fall through there? It would not be at all, just because this one has been in such a downtrend. So we'll see what happens with it. But you got to think the bulls are going to fight and put in some sort of bottom and at least create a decent dead cat bounce at some point. But no question about it, a lot of downwards pressure continues within the quote unquote story of this chart. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.